So, let's start another podcast. Welcome back. Today I have a really good topic that I want to talk to you about. I wrote a tweet not that long ago that went something like this. I said, these things stabilized my energy levels in the last 2 weeks. And I mentioned 4 things. And I would like to teach you today what those 4 things were and how you can actually use them to make your energy levels better and to avoid that afternoon slump that you usually get, because I got it too, but I've actually now figured out a way how to skip this afternoon slump and keep a high energy level throughout the day. Before we get into those things, let's talk about energy a little bit and why it's so important in my opinion. Well, first of all, energy is one of those things that differentiates high performance from low performers. Usually people who are high energy tend to be high performers in their field or in their pursuit, just because they have more fuel in their engine and they can do more things on a day-to-day basis, and they can master their field much faster than other people. And in addition to that, your energy levels usually have a correlation with your mood levels. So when you're high energy, when you want to do things, you are usually positive. And when you are low energy, you are usually sad and depressed, and you don't have that much motivation to actually do the right things for your life. And I also believe that your energy levels impact your actions a lot. When you have high energy, when you feel like you're on the go, like you're really flying on a given day, you will usually tackle the hard tasks that you need to tackle. But when you're low energy, you usually try to survive. You're in what I would call a survival mode. You're not really tackling on the challenges that you should tackle. So your energy levels impact your actions, and your actions impact your life. Therefore, when you can change your energy levels, you can change your actions, and when you change your actions, you can change your life. And in my opinion, one of the biggest advantages I have had in my life is that I'm really high energy. I can just go. There is no stopping me when I get going on something. And I feel that most people have a hard time keeping up with me because of that. And this can be applied really well in business. It can also be applied really well in fitness and in whatever pursuit I choose, just because I can do more than others. So this is why energy levels are important. And the problem I've had for the longest time is that usually around about 2 to 3 p.m. I would have something that I call afternoon slump, where I would feel like there is a shift in energy that happens in my body, and I'm not really that driven anymore, and I just want to lay down and basically relax and not do anything productive. And I've tried to combat that afternoon slump for a long time, just because I really enjoy the things that I do. I really like working, I like pursuing things, developing my business or developing my life. But this afternoon slump, first of all, caused me to have negative emotions about my work, because I wanted to do the work, but I felt like because of my low energy levels, I couldn't actually give it my all. And this caused me to feel a little bit guilty, and it caused me to feel like I am not giving 100% to my given pursuit. And that's why I've been looking for a way to actually solve this. How can I fix this afternoon slump? How can I maintain my hypercharged energy levels throughout the whole day, not just the morning, because in the morning it's usually very easy to be motivated. But the longer the day goes, the harder it is to be motivated and to actually do the things that you said that you were going to do. And let's start with the first one that I put in this tweet. So these 4 things stabilized my energy levels in the last 2 weeks. First one was fat and protein for breakfast, keto style breakfast, avoiding high insulin spikes in the morning. And I accomplish this by eating 4 to 6 eggs for breakfast. Don't let fat people lie to you and tell you that eggs are not healthy, because they are. They are basically nature's multivitamin. They don't contain vitamin C, and they contain every other vitamin. They also contain a lot of healthy fats and protein, and they are fuel, just pure fuel. If you want to get after it, eggs are your to-go source of calories, of nutrition. And I add in some veggies, just because veggies usually have fiber, so it slows down your digestion. You also get a lot of other good things, and this can really change how your energy levels are throughout the day. One thing I would be careful about is not making this breakfast too small, because I found that when this breakfast is small, like for example 2 eggs and some veggies, or 3 eggs and some veggies, and I get hungry earlier, I don't really get the benefit. So the key, what we want to accomplish with this breakfast, is stabilizing your energy levels in the morning, but not making you feel hungry. Because when you feel hungry, all of a sudden you're not focusing on your work, you're focusing on eating something, right? So this is the purpose, and this is very simple to do. So just purchase eggs, purchase some veggies, and don't go for veggies that take a lot of preparation. Go for veggies that are really quick. So tomatoes, really good. You can do some maybe carrots, but carrots that you buy that are already peeled off. So you just put it on a plate, and this is your breakfast. There you go. You don't need to eat high carb. You don't need to eat oatmeal. You don't need to eat bread. This will fuel your brain. This will fuel your energy, and it will allow you to just overall be more effective in the morning. So this is the first step, and I will also say this is probably the most important step. So if you take one thing away from this is it. So fat and protein for breakfast. Next one, step number 2, is I don't eat more than 35 grams of carbs per meal until about 7 p.m. And the reason for that is and 35 is a rough number. It can be 45, but I wouldn't cross 50. I think that 50 is the limit. And when you do eat carbohydrates, make sure that they are complex carbohydrates, not simple carbohydrates. So instead of getting just, let's say, rice and white bread, you would get some let's say wholemeal bread or something like that, when it doesn't have such a high glycemic index. And the reason for that is it enables me to ride that initial wave, that productivity wave that I hit with my breakfast throughout the day. I don't go completely zero carbs, because I found that it makes me actually less effective, because I feel like my adrenaline is too high. But if I keep the carbs lower, so below 50 grams, about 35 grams per meal, and keeping them complex carbs, not simple carbs, because they just get released to your bloodstream much slower, I found that I am able to ride this beautiful wave of high energy throughout the day. And you can experiment with this on your own, but I found that if I cross this limit of 50 grams of carbs per meal, my brain is not the same, and my overall motivation is lower, and I would love for it to be the other way around, because I actually enjoy eating carbohydrates. But the truth is, and I've experimented with that quite a bit, whenever I do eat high carb meals and I go like 80 grams of carbs, 100 grams of carbs, I do feel it, and it impacts my productivity and my energy levels. Now, the third one was 2 15-minute walks. This one, it's another game changer, and I will tell you why. So, 2 15-minute walks placed strategically. So the first walk that I do is usually after waking up, just because I've been in bed for 8 hours, and this is the best start to my day that I have discovered, mainly because of 2 reasons. First reason is that I actually feel like the mental attitude I have towards my days is completely different when I do this walk in the morning, because I start with something that's, for me, I invest in myself first, and this enables me to have a better mindset throughout the day. And to lift other people up, because I've already invested in myself. So what I can do is help other people be better. Second one, of course, the practical one, is that when you go outside first thing in the morning, you see sunlight. Now it's summertime, and when you do see sunlight, there are all these wonderful hormonal things that happen in your body, which I'm not going to try to explain, but you can see it for yourself when you try it out. So this is the first walk, and of course I'm not going to mention burning calories and keeping your body running smoothly. Second walk you will usually place after your lunch. So you have your nice eggs and veggies for breakfast, and then when you eat your lunch about 11 a.m. or 12 p.m., what you'll do is after that lunch, which will probably contain some carbohydrates, you will go for a nice 10 to 15 minute walk, and you will just slow down and recharge yourself for the second part of the workday if you start work in the morning. And this way you will have overall more energy, but you will also have a much more positive outlook on your work and on your life. And trust me when I say this, it seems like you're taking time off your work, because you do, but this is like an investment. It pays you back, not in the 15 minutes you take to go for the walk, but for the next 3 to 4 to 5 hours. And just do this. It will help you a lot. Now, the last one that I put in there was don't drink the second coffee. And I am a coffee lover. I like drinking espresso. I especially like the taste of coffee. It wakes me up. I have really good associations with coffee, because first time I ever drank coffee was during holiday time on a trip, and it always reminds me about just overall sunshine and good vibes. So that's why I love drinking coffee. But I've unfortunately found that the second coffee that I drink in the day doesn't really have the same beneficial effect that the first coffee has on me. The first one is like a great quick energy boost. It actually gives me more enthusiasm in the morning, and it enables me to just be ready when I want to be ready. But the second one usually doesn't have the same vibe and the same energy, because what happens is after I drink it, I do not feel more alert. I do not feel more motivated. I actually feel a little bit agitated and anxious, and I feel like I'm stressed. It's exactly the same biological feeling like being stressed. So I feel my heart rate is up. I feel like I am really focused, but not in a good way, not in the stable, grounded way that enables you to get things done. It's more of the way when you're focused when you're about to be in a physical or verbal confrontation with someone before a really, let's say, nerve-wracking conversation. And this one was the hardest one, actually, probably. Because the rest is kind of natural to me, and it's not something that I have to use discipline to do, because I just know the effect it has on me. But the last one actually costs you discipline, because many times I have the itch, I want to drink that second coffee throughout the day, and I get all of those my brain is trying to tell me all of those thoughts that, well, but maybe you can drink it and it will be cool and so on. And I know that when I would drink it in the moment, I would feel better, but then overall the productivity I would have throughout the day and just the experience I have of reality would be a worse experience. That's why most days, 95% or 99% of the days, I do not drink the second coffee. But sometimes when there's a holiday and I know that I need a little pick-me-up, or I need something to enjoy, then I would grab the second coffee. But this is for optimizing your energy levels over the long term, not on a short scale. So, to sum it up, implement these. Start with one. I think that the easiest one to implement would be skipping the second coffee. the fastest one that you can implement, maybe not the easiest one. Then I would eat, of course, eggs, veggies for breakfast, fat and protein, whatever the combo you like is. Find things that you enjoy that also support your goals. This is where the magic happens. When you are not forcing yourself into things that you don't like, but you're actually doing things that you enjoy, that also bring you closer to your goals. 2 15-minute walks, 10-minute walks are also fine. And of course, don't forget, do not go over 50 grams of carbs per meal until 7. After 7, it will knock you out and put you to bed. So this is my time, and see you in the next episode of the podcast.